If you're a firefighter in San Bernardino County, I want you to know if I'm sitting on the Board of Supervisors, I've got your back. I've spent a lot of time over the last few months talking to firefighters across the district about budget challenges they're facing. This is all the more pressing because there's an initiative on the March primary called Measure W, which basically asks voters if they want to repeal the FP5 special fire tax. What's FP5? It's a special per parcel tax administered across some parts of San Bernardino County, and it funds about 20% of the county's fire protection district. There's been a lot of drama with this tax over the years, and this is the third attempt to try to repeal it. Opponents of Measure W say we shouldn't be jeopardizing the fire department's budget, but proponents say this tax isn't administered fairly. And if I'm honest, I think they're both kind of right. The reason for the unfairness argument is that it's a flat fee per parcel, and it doesn't matter where or how big that parcel is, everyone pays a flat fee. So you could have a 10,000 acre parcel paying the exact same fee as a quarter acre parcel, and I fundamentally agree that doesn't seem right. People also make the argument that parcels in the desert aren't as likely to burn as parcels in the forest where we are, so they shouldn't be paying the same tax. And there's certainly some truth to that argument, but I think we gotta realize the fire department does way more than just put out fires. So let me give you both my personal perspective and then also tell you what I'd do if I were sitting on the Board of Supervisors. I grew up in a disaster area, being evacuated from my house on almost an annual basis for brush fires. I lived through the Northridge earthquake of '94, and now I live in the middle of the forest. You're gonna be hard pressed to find a bigger supporter of firefighters than me. And even though I have a lot of sympathy with the arguments that this tax isn't necessarily fair, I'm personally gonna vote no on Measure W. Why? I don't think we should put 20% of the fire department's budget at risk, especially when they're already facing budgeting and staffing challenges today. But here's what I'll commit to you, the voter, as supervisor. I'd like to find either another way to administer this tax or another source of revenue so that maybe we don't need it at all. I think we need to remember our county has about a $10 billion budget, so can we find $45 million elsewhere in the county's budget for this tax? Probably. That might mean cuts to other services or departments in the county, but I've also talked before about how I think this county actually wastes a lot of money, so if we stop the waste, that's a good place to start. And then the question I'll pose back to both you, the voters, and to firefighters is, if Measure W does pass, who do you want at the helm? Do you want someone with a lot of financial expertise, the ability to go through a $10 billion budget and find $45 million, or not? And if the answer to that question is yes, then regardless of your personal view on Measure W, vote Smith for supervisor on March 5th.